IELTS speaking topic accommodation. Number 1. Do you live in a house or an apartment? Answer. I'm currently staying in a flat and it's not the biggest, but it's super cozy and in a perfect location, close to everything. And I've already made it my own space and it suits my lifestyle perfectly. Questions 2. What's your favorite room? Answer. Definitely the lounge. It's where I unwind after a long day, either binge watching series or flipping through books. The sunlight streams in during the day, and it just feels like the heart of my home. Questions 3. Where do most of your family members spend time together in the house? The answer is we all tend to hang out in the living room. It's where we catch up, watching TV shows, or just relax after a long day. It's the most happening spot in our home for sure, and we love just chilling there together. Question 4. What don't you like about your place? Answer. If I had to pick something, it would be the lack of extra space. Sometimes it feels like things are cramped in every corner and it could really use in a bit more room for storage. A bit more sunlight wouldn't hurt either. Question 5. Will you move in the future? Answer. I've thought about moving to a bigger spot down the road. Something with a little outdoor space would be amazing, but I'm not in a rush. Just keeping my eyes open for the right opportunity and in my budget, of course. Topic hometown. Questions 1. Where is your hometown? Answer. I come from a small town called the Mug, and I love how peaceful it is. It's one of the places where everyone knows everyone, and I can always find a friendly face when I walk down the street. Questions 2. What do you like about your hometown? Answer. What I really love is the sense of community. There is something about growing up in a close-knit place that makes you feel grounded, and plus the scenery is pretty amazing with rolling hills and lots of greenery everywhere I look. It gives me peace and comfort. Questions 3. Has your hometown changed much since you were young? Answer. Yeah, definitely. It used to be a lot quieter, but now it's a ground with more people moving in and new buildings popping up. I kind of miss how it used to be, but it's nice to see some modern touches too. Question 4. Would you like to live in your hometown in the future? Answer. I wouldn't mind it actually. It's got that charm that big cities just cannot offer, and although I've gotten used to the hustle and bustle, going back to settle down someday wouldn't be such a bad idea. Question 5. Do you know anyone who does not like your hometown? Answer. Oh, my brother. He's always been more of a city guy, and the quiet life just doesn't cut it for him. He says there is nothing to do, but I think he's missing out on a simple choice. Topic cooking. Questions 1. Do you enjoy cooking? Answer. Absolutely. I find it pretty relaxing actually. It's nice to get creative and mess around with different recipes. Plus, it's just a great way to unwind after a busy day, and it always feels good to eat something homemade. Questions 2. What do you like to cook the most? Answer. I'm all about pasta, to be honest. It's a quick, easy, and I can throw in whenever I've got in the fridge, and I like experimenting with different sauces. And it's also a hit when friends drop by, which makes it even better. Questions 3. Did you learn to cook from someone? Answer. Yeah, mostly from my mom. She taught me all the basics and shared some family recipe, and I still ask her for advice when I try something new, and she's always got some clever tip up her sleeve. Question 4. Do you cook for yourself or others? Answer. Usually it's just for me, but I love to do it for my loved ones when I get a chance. It's fun to have people over and share a meal together, and seeing others enjoy my food is a great feeling. Question 5. Do you plan to learn more about cooking in the future? Answer. For sure, I would love to try cooking different types of cuisine, or maybe take a class someday. Baking is still a mystery to me, so that might be next on the list, but I'm always up for learning something new in the kitchen. Question 6. Do you know anyone who hates cooking? Answer. Yeah, my friend. Sam cannot stand it. He would rather order takeout than spend time in the kitchen, and even the idea of following a recipe makes him roll his eyes. Topic television questions 1. Do you watch television often? Answer. Absolutely. I find it a great way to unwind after a long way. Plus, there are so many entertaining shows that keep me hooked. You could say I'm a bit of a binge watcher. Questions 2. What's your favorite type of show? Answer. I'm really into thrillers and comedies. They keep me on the edge of my seat or give me a good laugh depending on my mood. Honestly, I could watch them all day. Questions 3. Do you prefer watching show alone or with others? Answer. Honestly, I enjoy watching with friends or family. It's way more fun to share the experience and discussing the plot twists together. We always end up cracking jokes about the characters too. Question 4. When was the last time you watched something interesting? Answer. Just last weekend, I caught a gripping documentary about nature. It opened my eyes to so many incredible things happening in the world, and I couldn't believe how fascinating it was. Question 5. Is there a show you would recommend to others? Answer. Definitely, I would recommend Stranger Things. It's a fantastic mix of suspense, nostalgia, and a great storytelling that keeps everyone coming back for more. Trust me, you won't regret it. Topic asking for help. Question 1. Do you often ask for help? Answer. Absolutely, everyone needs a hand at times. Whenever I hit a snag, it's easier and quicker to ask someone to step in. It usually leads to a better solution as well. Questions 2. How do you feel when people help you? Answer. Grateful for sure. There is always a sense of relief when someone steps in the right when I need it, and it makes me want to help them in return too. Question 3. Do you prefer giving or receiving help? Answer. Honestly, I love offering it. It feels great to make someone's life a little easier, though receiving help is nice. Helping others just feel more satisfying and peaceful. Question 4. When was the last time you asked for help? Answer. Just recently, I asked for advice from my manager on a project I was working on. It saved me a lot of time and it gave me a fresh perspective I didn't consider before. I think at times it is necessary for overall growth too. Question 5. Do you know anyone who always helps you? Answer. Of course, my friend. He's always there with advice or a quick fix whenever I need support. His help has been a lifesaver many times. Topic ART. Questions 1. Art. Yeah. Are you interested in art? Answer. Absolutely. I'm fascinated by it, whether it's a striking painting or a thought-provoking sculpture. I always find myself captivated. Art has a way of expressing things words just cannot capture. Questions 2. What kind of art do you enjoy the most? Answer. I have a soft spot for abstract pieces. They let my imagination run wild, and I love interpreting them in my own way. It's like each viewer gets a different story from the same canvas. Questions 3. Did you ever learn to draw or paint? Answer. Of course, back in school I tried my hand at painting and it was a lot of fun. Although I was not the best, it definitely gave me a deeper appreciation for the skill it takes to create art. It's much harder than it looks, but I think I have got the hang of it after so many years. Question 4. Do you think art is important in daily life? Answer. Without a doubt. It is everywhere, from the designs on our clothes and the architecture around us. It adds beauty and meaning to everyday things, and I believe to culture and creativity, which is crucial for carrying our tradition. Topic weather. Question 1. What is your favorite kind of weather? Answer. I absolutely adore those crisp, sunny morning when the air feels fresh and the sky is crystal clear. It just sets the perfect tone for the day ahead. I always find myself more productive and cheerful when the weather is like that. Questions 2. Does the weather affect your mood? Answer. Without a doubt. Gloomy and overcast days tend to slow me down. On the flip side, when it's bright and sunny, I'm full of energy and positivity, ready to tackle anything. It's like the sun charges me up. Question 3. What's the weather like in your hometown? Answer. It's a mixed bag. Most of the year it's quite temperate, but we do have our fair share of rainy spells and hot summers, and I will say it keeps things interesting. There is never a dull moment with the weather where I live. Question 4. Do you know anyone who dislikes certain weather? Answer. Absolutely. My friend cannot stand the humidity. He's always complaining about feeling sticky and uncomfortable. He's definitely the winter kind of person. Question 5. What kind of weather would you like to experience in the future? Answer. I would love to experience snowfall in some exotic place, maybe in the Swiss Alps. The idea of cozying up by a fire while watching snow blanket the ground sounds magical. For me, at least. Topic podcasts. Question 1. Do you listen podcasts? Answer. Yeah, I'm hooked on them. They're like my go-to when I'm cooking or driving or waiting time. It's like having a conversation without needing to say a word, and plus, I love that they keep me entertained for hours without distracting me too much. Questions 2. What's your favorite podcast? Answer. I've been really into a crime mystery lately. It keeps me on the edge of my seat. Each episode feels like I'm solving a puzzle and I cannot get enough of it. It's the perfect thing to dive into during a long commute or while relaxing at home. Question 3. Do you prefer listening to podcasts or watching videos? Answer. I would say podcasts. Hands down, they give me the freedom to multitask and I don't have to stare at the screen the whole time, and honestly they are just more flexible and fit seamlessly into my routine. Number 4. What kind of podcasts are popular in your country? Answer. True crime and self-help podcasts are all the rage here. People are either trying to figure out the mystery or looking for tips to improve their lives. It's a mixed bag. It's interesting how quickly these formats have gained popularity with everyone. Question 5. Do you know anyone who does not like podcasts? Answer. Actually, my friends is not a fan. He thinks they are too slow paced and would rather just read the news or watch a video instead. I guess not everyone enjoys listening for hours on end. Like it also needs some kind of attention about the discussion that not all of people want to hear. Topic colors. Question 1. What's your favorite color? Answer. I'm really drawn to blue. It's so calming and reminds me of the ocean. It's a color that never feels too loud or too dull. I think it reflects my personality well and goes with my house too. Questions 2. Do you think colors affect your mood? Answer. Absolutely. Bright colors like yellow or orange always lift my spirit. On the other hand, darker tones can make me feel a bit more serious or reflective cause I feel like all alone in such tones. It's amazing how colors can shift my mood so easily. Question 3. What colors are popular in your country right now? Lately, neutral tones like a beige and gray have been all the rage here. Everyone seems to be decorating their homes with these shades, and I'm not sure why. They're simple, but I must admit, they're very stylish, which gives me a rich look. Question 4. Have your color preferences changed over time? For sure. I used to love bright, flashy colors like red or fluorescent green when I was a teenager, but now I'm more soft pastel and clean ones. It's funny how my tastes have changed, as I think I have become boring and dull with dull ones. Question 5. Do you know anyone who dislikes a certain color? Answer. My brother cannot stand pink for some reason. He avoids it like a plug. Whether it's clothes, decor, or anything else, it just wrote his cup of tea, I guess. Topic challenges. Question 1. What is your biggest challenge you have faced recently? Answer. Lately, the toughest thing for me has been managing my work and personal life. It feels like there is never enough time in a day. It was tricky at first, but I found ways to stay on top of things, and I'm still figuring it out though. Yeah. Questions 2. How do you usually deal with challenges? Answer. I try to stay calm and take things one step at a time. If something seems difficult, I break it into smaller parts. Talking to friends or family for advice helps too. as they know me and give proper advice, it's easier to handle things when you're not alone. Questions 3. Do you think challenges make people stronger? Answer. Yeah, I believe they do. When you overcome a challenge, you feel proud of yourself. It makes you realize you can handle tough situations. Even though they are hard, they help you grow. Question 4. What's a challenge you want to take on in the future? Answer. I would love to learn a new skill, like cooking different cuisine or learning how to write a ballet. It's something I haven't tried much, and I know it will take time and effort, but I'm excited to give it a go and see how much I can improve, as they are to my liking since long. Number 5. Do you know anyone who avoid challenges? Question. Answer. My friend is a bit like that. She prefers staying in her comfort zone and doesn't like trying new things. I always tell her she's missing out, but she's happy where she is. Maybe it's good to be on track we know rather than being lost.